Hi, I'm now at the east end of St Mary's Road, and I walked here from the east end of Broad Street. I was going to go on to Howard Street, but I don't think I need to because it looks as though St Mary's Road will do very well instead. This is Boxing Day afternoon, around about 3:10. And what I was going to do, yesterday I walked to Stapleton Road off Old Road in the sort of near part of Headington, and I waited till it was dark and looked at the the Christmas lights on the houses. Quite a lot of communal effort there. And I also saw that a fair number of house windows had big numbers on them, numbers generally on paper or card, that weren't the same as the house numbers. So say house number 54 might have a 21. And after seeing one or two of these, I realised that they were probably something that I think is fairly new, called a community advent calendar. And I didn't know really how those worked yesterday, but I've looked it up and I think I now have a better idea. So I'll just explain Advent for people outside the tradition. Advent is from the Latin venire or whatever, meaning to come, and it's the coming of Christ, and it's a religious occasion that is celebrated by Christians every December, but plenty of people who are not Christians will have come across rather beautiful objects called Advent calendars. And typically an Advent calendar is a large sheet of gaily painted or decorated card, usually commercially made, with, I'm not sure whether it's 24 or 25, I think it's 24, with 24 little doors in it. And when you open a door, you sometimes get something like a little slice of chocolate, little package of chocolate. The doors generally are painted so that they blend in with the rest of the scene. So maybe one of the doors is, I don't know, I suppose it could actually be the door of the stable where Jesus was born, and you'd open it and you'd get a piece of chocolate. And you're supposed to be patient and open one door per day on the day that the door's number has. So if you've got door 18, you wait until December the 18th until opening it. Naturally, if you give children Advent calendars and they contain chocolate, this doesn't always hold. And you may find that all the doors have been opened about half an hour after giving the calendar. The pieces of chocolate aren't very big though, so they don't generally lead to illness. Anyway, the community Advent calendar, the windows of the houses are analogous to the doors, and they have numbers on them. And what I wasn't sure about was what you're supposed to do. Are they raffle tickets or what? But it seems that it's a sort of way of drawing attention to the neighbours and making everyone feel part of the community. So on a given date, the window with the number of that date will light up. So on December the 18th, say, whoever's got number 18 will light it up and make it prominent. And hopefully they're nicely decorated, they're nice scenes, so there's something good to look at. If you go back to my Stapleton Road video yesterday, the windows that I liked most were December the 18th, which was a sort of stained glass snowman window, 3 or 4 houses into the east side of the road that I started with, and a rather nicely structured and colourful collection of little, probably sleighs and Santas and such like, on the other side of the road about halfway down, and that was number 15. It was on a long window down between a bay window or similar and a main door. So numbers 18 and 15 were the ones I most liked. Anyway, St Mary's Road has Advent windows, I've noticed, so I'm going to go up and down St Mary's Road and show them to you. And I'll do this fairly quickly because it's quite a long road and I don't want to run out of battery. I think, various people have asked me to video roads such as Marlborough Road, and I think if somebody asked me to video St Mary's, I might well do it in two halves because it is quite long. And St Mary's Road is, well, Cowley Road is in that direction. The centre of town is there. That's Magdalen Road, and the Christian Life Centre, the old Art Deco cinema, is at the top of it. Let's just check that. Yep, there's the Christian Life Centre square blocky thing on the right-hand corner at the far end. It's misty today, so quite hard to see. That's an interesting design, but I don't think it's an Advent window. If you see a window that I've missed, then shout and I'll turn back and film it. There's one. Number 23, December the 23rd. So that must be a shepherd with their flocks, or a small amount of flock anyway, 2 sheep. While shepherds watched their flocks by night, except that I think it's actually daylight in that picture. That may be an Advent window, but I think it's just one of their house decorations. That's Leopold Street. Okay, well that's clearly an Advent window. The house number is 30 and the window number is 7. And it looks like swans. I'm not actually sure what swans did just before the birth of Jesus. Any ideas? I mean, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I wouldn't have thought the countryside around which Jesus' parents were living was ideally suited to swans. Okay, that's number 16, and it's robins, must be robins with the red breasts. I see, so they don't have to be Bible references, because I'm not convinced that there were robins around that area either. That might be an Advent window, but I can't see a number. Though there is a sort of Christmas tree and a little window, and I think that, yeah, windows and one or two other bits and pieces there. There is a Christmas tree drawn in white and 2 little things that I think are windows on the right. Now that is clearly an Advent window. Number 19, and Santa's sleigh and some nice stars. I've done quite a few videos of local roads recently, and I talked about house styles in Marlborough Road and Whiteham Street to the south of it, and a little bit Canning Crescent, and you might find it interesting to compare these styles with those. I'll have a look at the detailed history of the street building here sometime later. I don't think that is an Advent window, or more correctly an Advent gate, but let's film it anyway. It's unusual. Okay, so that's one side of St Mary's Road. And let's see whether there are any Advent windows on the other side. You'd think the church might have had one, actually, though I don't think it has. This is a pub. Don't know whether it still is. Used to be run by an Irish couple. Had some very interesting music. It's a nice place to drink. So there's one. Number 71 has chosen 17 as its date. Snowmen. This is Bullingdon Road. I'm crossing, goes to Iffley Road at that end, and Cowley Road at that end. Right, that's just sort of general Christmas finery. There's one. December the 10th. Merry Christmas with Santa and reindeer. And there is December the 11th with Santa and more reindeer and a skier, which I wasn't aware was part of the Santa legend. Ah. Oh no, I don't know whether that's an Advent window or not. I don't think so.
This is the man taking photos of people's houses, just for evidence. What it says.
That one says peace on earth, I suspect. That one, I can't see a number. That is December the 6th. Snowmen and a crib and some angels. Whoops. That must be similar, but I can't see a number there. That's December the 12th. There's a Santa, but I can't see a number with it. And I suppose that is December the 24th, so the last day. Okay, so there aren't any more houses on this side of St Mary's Road. So this is St Mary's Road, Boxing Day afternoon, and I've been showing community advent calendar windows, and I think the thing is that each window gets lit up on the date whose number it displays. See you next time.